let's get more on this now.
We're going to break it all down about the pros and the cons of this new nominee, Kavanaugh.
Yeah, joining us, Manny Medrano. He's a legal analyst, former federal prosecutor, founder of the law firm Medrano and Carlton. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us.
Good.
All right, so let's talk about who this guy is. I've described him as the Forrest Gump of Republican politics. Basically, every big moment he has been there for the last 25, 30 years. Talk to us about who is Brett Kavanaugh.
Well, 53, devout Catholic, married, 2 kids, intellectually a powerhouse, graduate of Yale College and Yale Law School. But let there be no question or doubt about this. He is to the right of swing vote Justice Kennedy. And that is going to impact significantly these future decisions that are going to affect gay marriage, abortion rights, civil rights, affirmative action, death penalty. The list is endless, which is why Democrats and liberals are going to marshal all the support they can to combat this nominee.
Well, you just spoke of Roe v. Wade here and abortion rights. That's the hot ticket item there. Do you think this is a likelihood of this being overturned? This is on everyone's mind today.
Well, in my professional opinion, it's inevitable now. All right, because
really?
With Justice Kennedy, that was your swing vote, and he upheld on some level abortion rights and reproduction rights. That's going out the window. I mean, Kavanaugh is on record with over 300 decisions his sort of position on abortion, and it's not favorable.
But is it clear that Chief Justice John Roberts wants to do that? That he wants to have his court be remembered for that? He's known as sort of an institutionalist. We saw in the Obamacare decision, he sided with the president. I mean, because that would be such a momentous moment for the Supreme Court.
And there's no doubt about it. But that is definitely how the court is tilting. And when you have this replacement, a strongly reliable conservative with over 300 decisions and leaves that kind of track record, I think that's the writing on the wall.
You know, he's somebody who's really an establishment Republican. This is somebody that George W. Bush could have nominated to be a Supreme Court justice, not the sort of Trump firebrand that we're used to seeing. He talked about in the Minnesota Law Review in 2009, this particular quote getting a lot of attention. We want to put it up on the screen. It says that the Constitution establishes a clear mechanism to deter executive malfeasance. Talk about impeachment. We should not burden a sitting president with civil suits, criminal investigations, or criminal prosecutions. He was a part of the Ken Starr Clinton impeachment team, and his conclusion from that was we shouldn't do this with presidents. President Trump might like hearing that.
Well, Democrats find that very alarming because we are in the midst of an investigation of President Trump with the Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Now you have an academic writing by a Supreme Court nominee, Kavanaugh, that basically says when the president's in office, leave him alone. You can't investigate him. You can't even ask him questions. That's pretty extraordinary because some would say if someone has broken the law, even if you're the president of the United States, you should face the music for that.
Yeah.
Well, we know that the Democrats are up in arms. Obviously, we saw the responses there. But what about Republicans? Do you think the 2 key senators, the female senators from Maine, you know, will also, and Alaska will also vote against?
Here's the playbook, and we saw this in the effort to push back against the Republican effort to shut down Obamacare. It's very simple. Target specific senators, Murkowski, Alaska, Collins from Maine, and second, you're going to spend millions of dollars on ads to try to portray this nominee as basically a right-winger. That's the game plan. And I got to say this, you know, yesterday I lost this bet. I promised you lunch.
You did. Yeah.
If Hardiman was not selected today, so you name the joint, I'll meet you there. I'll pick up the tab.
Mastro's.
I was going to say Der Wiener Schnitzel because we're doing a segment with him later. So I'm cheap, a 57-cent hot dog.
We have different tastes.
Gosh.
Thank you
all
very
right.
much, Manny.
Very nice to
Thanks,
see you.
Manny.
Thank you so
Good to
much.
see you.